What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Let me know if I am live. Give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me. Turn this down. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I have to move this closer. That's good. Okay. You can hear me. All right. What's good? Read that from back here. Orange. That's good. Shout out to everybody. Back with another video. I know it's late, but hey. Hope everybody's doing well and swell in the sky, stars, super bright tonight. It's good rap samples. Good to see you. Good to see you. Daniel and Nico, good to see you. Good to see you. And whoever else is up on here, whoever else watches us later. Remember I'm trying. Rolling. Even though I've been unplugged, still paying attention a little bit here and there. The title, that was like an earlier title, so really not going to be about anything to do with that. Just to touch on that note, from a little bit of stuff I've seen around. I mean, conspiracy theorists are a bunch of sheep because they're playing you so you can talk about it, stay busy. Meanwhile, they get to do what they're doing over there. You stay busy chasing just what we are, what everyone already always know. Oh, they, you know, the hand signs, they're talking about this and that. I mean, who cares? We already know they're psychopaths. What's good, cunts? We already know they're psychopaths, right? We already know that people want to post videos. Oh, look at this in the Grammys. Look at it. I mean, y'all looking at everything. As people are not you guys, but you know what I mean. Are people looking at everything else that's going on in the world? I mean, like seriously, does anyone even care? You just want to. They're been telling people this. When the news turns into conspiracy theorists, it's time to get a new hobby because it's just literally doing exactly what they want you to do. They're Hollywood act whores, right? This is what they do. The entire Hollywood has been built to keep you enslaved and believing in all this stuff from the perception of a handful of people. You think people in the other world have the perceptions that America's got? Americans have? No. And I use the word American lightly because nobody is an American in America according to America. So, you know, anybody right now can go look up what the legal definition of American. Let me know when you find it. Right? Let me know when you find the legal definition of American. That's the thing that should be on people's minds. You know, people want to fight for freedom in a place where, oh my God. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. People want to fight for freedom and want to fight against tyranny. What's good, Goblin? They want to fight against tyranny, not understanding the change that are on. You know, it's pretty wild. But yeah, go look up the legal definition of the word American, and then come back and tell me if you're American. Your own government don't even call you American. It's an illusion. You know, it's an illusion. So yeah, I just put that title there, like just to show that conspiracy theorists ain't nothing but a bunch of sheep doing sheep shit, just sheep shifting shit back and forth, so you could talk about that. Meanwhile, they're doing all kinds of crazy nonsense. You know, the other big news was Trump said he's going to put a 60% tariff on China. No, he's not doing anything. This is their plan, all right, to curb goods from coming over here. I mean, you better hope that don't happen. 'Cause it will be a good night, Susie. You know, it's good, Mad Hatter. I mean, Mad Catter. You know, and I just wanted to come drop in and chip it up. All right, so, I know it's a little late on the East Coast, but it is what it is. People, watch this tomorrow, whatever. And the streams don't really be nothing. If you miss it, you could always catch it later, so no big deal. But yeah, man. Bunch of sheep shifting. Now we got to come up with a name for conspiracy theorist sheep. What are we gonna call them? Tinfoil sheep? tinfoil sheepers. It's good, Mexican righteous. Yeah, no, I set it to 11. Earlier today I set it to 11 p.m. So, but yeah. So yeah, you know. But yeah. Anybody wants, they can go look up, see if they can find the legal definition of American. To blow your mind on what you come back with. And then realize, how could all these years we call ourselves Americans when ain't nothing on paper says we're American? Our birth certificate doesn't say we're American. I'm talking legal definition. People can I'd tell this to some people. They're like, oh man, we're American, man. Stop with all that. Yeah, okay. You can believe all you want to believe. You know, that's the thing about this nation, man. It's just it's nobody cares, man. When I talk about this stuff, no one cares. You know, they don't care. It's too much work. You know, we're down to you know, what's the attention span now? Let's watch this young brother today. He said it's down to a second, and he's right. It's about a second. If people are scrolling through, if they don't catch it within a second, 2 seconds, gone. The attention span is gone. So you think anybody is going to want to learn about the chains that are on them? Because right now everybody's walking around with their hands cuffed behind their back, blindfolds on, and earplugs on. They, don't nobody want to hear this stuff. You know, this stuff. I mean, this is the black and white. This is the matrix. This is the enslavement. This is where it all started with black and white magic. From the sorcerers and people because they don't see the chains. They got all these, you know, fictitious goods and shit like that, material things. They think they're free. And then when you run this by other people, they think that, oh, what do you think? So many people's charts starting to come here. Do you realize, in a nutshell, this is the new slave trade transfer? That's what's going on. Could this be a slave trade transfer for their new plane? See, nobody looking at it that way. This could be their covert, slick ass way of doing slave trading. You eliminate some slaves that you don't need anymore. You dwindle them down, the ones you don't need. Remember, this is a whole new order that's coming. What's really going on? Is this just a slave trade? Because we are slaves. Somebody told me they wasn't a slave. I'm like, seriously? I get straight to the point with people. There's this dude, he's a moron, right? He's a moron. He's like, oh man, you talking, yeah, you give me all this lingo. Like, look, I know, I get it where you're coming from, but you're a slave. I don't care what label you put it on, what piece of paper you got, you still a slave because you're in their matrix, in their system. You're still under bondage. I got straight to the point. Came back with some other, no, you can talk all that stuff. I'm not a slave. Good look, man, it's good. Get straight to the point. You got your own water. You got your own electricity. You got your own power supply, your own food supply. Don't talk to me because you're a slave. You got them fiat currency in your pocket. Don't talk to me. You're a slave. I am. I can admit it. I'm not going to put any fancy words, any labels on it. I could be just like you in a figment of my imagination, pretend that I ain't enslaved and be happy. But no, at the end of the day, I am happy, right? But I know I'm a goddamn slave. That's like walking around. You don't realize you got clothes on all day, but you got clothes on. And that's it. It was good. It was good, fake Michael. We're slaves, man. And nobody cares to know. Nobody, know anything about trying to get out, trying to learn. You know, it's crazy. Like I said, somebody go to Google right now, try to find a legal definition of marriage. Watch what you come back with. You know, watch what you come back with. If your driver's license doesn't say American on it, your birth certificate doesn't say American on it. Nothing you own says you're American. Passport, nothing. That's an alias. They gave us an alias, right? Check this out, guys. Give you a note, right? To let you know what we living under in true slavery. There's some education ain't gonna get nowhere, right? So we all know we're slaves, right? Because it's an exodus. It's an exodus in a way, but also, I mean, I go a level deeper. You know, look who all coming over here. The majority of the people, man. This is already there. A lot of these people, South America. This is already their landmass. That energy just coming back. You know, they want you to believe that these people bringing this kind of, something negative or bad, and they'll propagate a couple bad apples. But the majority of these people coming in, man, their whole reality isn't. We can't even fathom their reality. They want you to think they're murderers and just some bad human beings, but they're actually not. They're not. They want to get you, the Americans, to hate these people. Like, get you. People don't see what is happening, man. The spiritual side of it. Americans are, well, the majority of Americans are showing their true colors. So I'm just saying, man, when push comes to shove, when America, aka the United States, of America, right? The U.S. corporation. When it goes liquidating, right? Its properties, its assets, its entities, dissolving its, I'm sorry, but we got birth certificates. I hate to break the news to you. I don't know what that entails. What sign on a dotted line with that shit, but we are slaves. You can trace your birth certificates back to your grandparents on how they did it back then, on your slave ass with the census, all right? On your slave ass with entering into the services, right? What services would you enter? Oh, the armed services, this services, that service. Oh, what service? You better go look up the legal definition of a service and then come talk to me. See what you actually signed up for. And this is what people don't understand. We're speaking retardation because we're speaking in a modern, broken English. When you go get an old dictionary, look up Old English, an English that stems from Latin, it ain't the goddamn same. And then look up legalese, it's not the same. And then look up Latin, it ain't the same. And look up how they turn words. They don't mean what you think they mean. You know? It's just mind blowing, man. You know? Shit, I don't double down on nothing. I just don't talk about it. I just don't talk about it. I just don't talk about it. But yeah, it's all good, man. I just don't listen to the numbers guys, the number people, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, um, right. You ever heard this saying? You guys ever heard the saying, right? Right? You heard this saying. This right here is about to be a jewel. Hope y'all grasp it. Right? Uh, You ever heard the saying, the will of the people? You know, that is an American democracy. And that's what it's founded on, right? They always want to tell you that this country is founded on the will of the people. This is how they play us, man. It's founded on the will of the people is the democracy, right? Okay. The will of the people is a democracy. Okay. Remember those words. Look how we ain't got no freedoms, right? You know the legal definition of a will, okay? The legal definition of a will is a document by which, hold on, I'm squeezing through this thing up here. It's a document by which a person directs his or her estate to be distributed upon death, also termed testament or will and testament. I want you to think about those two things, right? I just told you, this is what it means. I don't make this stuff up. You can see how your society is structured. They don't care about you. In any court case, anything you do that has to do anything to do with going to the courts or the government or anything, and down to your towns, boards, whatever, you're dealing with legal terms, right? This is what it is, all right? We've been taught the opposite, all right? So the will, if they talk about the will of the people as the foundation of democracy, the will of the people is the foundation of democracy. Well, you know, lawyers and people in law back in those times, canon, right? Rome, Roman law, everything was always done legally, right? Lawfully, legal terms, canon law. So if the will of the people, think about that, the will of the people. So will is a document by which a person directs his or her estate to be distributed upon death. So it's a bunch of dead people here. And if you understand law, that's exactly how this place is ran. Dead, death, debt, deeds, right? Person, right? And it even says person, right? These are all things that got you labeled. And this is facts, you know? This is all facts. What's good, Kevin? Nope, it's not offensive at all. Everybody here can educate you on that. It's not offensive at all. I love it. Like I told you, that building was built before the Nazi Party was even created. It does not mean what they portrayed you to, think it means. It's actually a powerful ancient symbolism that I don't want to get into right now. But yeah, I don't want to remove. We're focused on removing the people out of the building. You know. So again, back to the whole thing on democracy, right? The will of the people. That's what they say. And that means this is what it says: the will of the people. They're already telling you, dead people. And in law, you know you're dead. You cannot speak. A corporation cannot talk to a human being. It doesn't work. That's why they had to make you a corporate fiction, a person, right? That's why they had to do that. They had to change your name at birth to the all caps name. People think that's a joke, but it's not. People think it's a conspiracy theory, but it's not. So back to that word, right? Will, right? Free will. You got free will, but you don't have free will, right? Willfully ignorant. That's another word. But anyways, a document by which a person directs his or her estate to be distributed upon death. Also termed testament. Now, all you Bible people out there, hate to break this news to you, because if you understand law and you understand these religious texts, well, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, I know the answer to that, but I can't make a believer know the facts, right? Because it's always, a believer is never going to believe the facts. But what is the Bible called? A testament, right? What is a testament? A testament is pertaining to a will, or a testament as testamentary causes, delivered from, founded on, or appointed by a testament or will as a testimony, guardian, letters of testimony, etc. A paper, instrument, document, gift, appointed, etc. is said to be a testamentary when it is written or made so as not to take effect until after death of the person making it, and to be revocable and retain the property under his control during his life. Although he may have believed that it would operate as an instrument of a different character. Think about that. Now I'm driving, so I had to like try to focus in on that. But what is the Bible? A testament, right? Think about that, right? Not to take into effect to the person's death. What is the Bible all about? Dying and going to heaven. A Savior coming. The Bible has a lot to do with death. Think about that. This is a lot of deeper meanings. I mean, a lot of deeper wording with this testament in the law. And you start to get where this loops over into the good old book that a lot of people are believing in. It just is what it is, man. I'm just giving to you what's out there. You go look it up your damn self. That's what testament means in law, right? It's funny, it means after death. It's actually a paper, an instrument, a document, gift, right? I mean, I could go into the Moses thing too. One second. So people think that we're free, right? This is a free country. We have, government officials that have our best interests, but the same people, if you come to a venue, you're dead. You can't even talk. They don't even want you to speak. They tell you to get a lawyer or they'll appoint one to you. Shut up or you'll get cuffed and put in jail. This is the government that people think is a good government, right? That is righteous by its people. I mean, think about that. Think about that. You're dead to them. On the same people that you go vote for, you're dead. I mean, this is why you got electoral votes, all that stuff. I don't even want to get into that. That has to do with, Jordan Maxwell told us a lot, but it's a lot deeper than that. That's why you got electoral votes. Well, electoral, that's energy. That's electric, right? That's energy, right? You're dead. So you got to electrocute somebody. Your energy has to electrocute somebody else. So they can have the energy to do it for you. But you're dead. So guess what? They ain't never going to do nothing for you because you are dead. This is why nothing gets done and they just do whatever they want to do because you're dead to them. You cannot speak. You're a corpse. You're a corporation, right? You're a legal entity. You got identity. You have ID. They pull you over and they ask you for their identification of you to let you know you're fake. You ain't real. You get pulled over, present your birth certificate. Man, that isn't sufficient enough to be driving around. Just think about that. Just think about that. Free will. The will of the people in a democracy, right? The will of the people in a democracy. Where you can't find democracy in the Constitution, right? Even though the Constitution is all BS, that's another story, right? But when you think about all this stuff, man, it's just something undeniable what has been done. Ain't nothing different. And we've been in slavery the whole time. It's an illusion that we ain't. And now we're about to go into another form of slavery, and they're gonna eliminate a lot of motherfuckers. They're gonna eliminate a lot of people. You know, I'm telling you, we're witnessing the new slave trade right now. What's gonna happen to the American people? I don't know. But you know what they've been pushing. And you know there were certain doses for certain folkses. So, you know, there was a certain doses for some certain people. I'm just saying. And we all see what's happening. And there's going to be a lot more stuff going on. I'm thinking after the Super Bowl, whatever ritual they do during that, there's going to be a change. A lot of things are going to start to rapidly move forward. You know. All right, man. Rap samples. Peace to you. So yeah, man. I mean, words are more powerful than you can imagine. Not just people always say words are power. Bitch, study the law, then you really know how powerful they are. You know. But this is stuff that nobody cares about. But this is the number one thing that affects us every day. This is what has us in the situation. You know. It's exactly what has us where we're at now. The same shit that they wrapped around us is the same shit that could undo it if people just woke up. You know, because it's magic. If you fight magic with magic, they done showed us in all the movies. Harry Potter, you know, they done showed us in all the movies. Magic don't work on magic, you know. Remember, they do dark magic. What kind of magic will we be doing? Well, it'll be light magic. Because remember, they're black, they're white on black, right? They come from a dark perspective, a dark energy. When we enlighten, we come from a light place. You know, this is what it is, man. But it's powerful stuff, man. You know, understanding what they did to us, but just understanding the words. Why Testament got a legal definition? And you got a book called the New Testament. People always want to, oh, it's the New Testament, not the Old Testament. Well, this. I mean, the Bible and law are kind of synopsis for each other. You know, I ain't making that up. You know, you still want people to go look up. People when they got time, go look up the legal definition of of legal definition of American. Let me know if you find it. I know you're living in a serious illusion. And then it makes sense on why they wouldn't even want that on a piece of paper at all whatsoever. They got you put ethnicity, birthplace. You know, ain't never nothing a spot for you to put no American. It ain't even structured in that way. Crazy. So, you know, these are things to try to look up, man, educate people. I mean, it might be too late, but you know, it is what it is. And then, right, you want people want to talk about the Constitution, right? I'll give you this one too. Look up the word in American law. Look that up. You're like, why would I look up in American law? Well, because it's going to tell you about the Constitution. In American law means one who, under the Constitution and laws of the United States or a particular state, and by virtue of a birth or naturalization within the jurisdiction, is a member of the political community owing allegiance, right? And being entitled to the enjoyment of full civil rights. That's what you got. Not human rights, civil, which I done told y'all what civil means many times. So that's what the word in American law means. It ain't really a word, it's a phrase. So when somebody says, well, in American law, A, B, C, D, and E, well, what they mean is one who is under the Constitution, you know, of the United States, which is the corporation, right? Or of a particular state. What's good, lads? So think about that. That lawyers like, well, in American law, well, there's a definition to that. You start to unravel the layers of shit paper they put all over us. It's mind blowing. All right? And it's another one that is very important, right? Right? People that are studying some of these things, like check this out. Just let you know what we're under, right? This lets you know what you're under. So, like, if you're ever reading laws, right? If you're ever reading laws like United States Code, a lot of people like to go to that one, right? United States Code, state civil practice laws, codes, statutes, rules, regulations, everything but commercial code, UCCs, right? This is when you start to get in, realizing what you're actually involved in, right? Now, you can look up, family code, everything, except for uniform commercial, which this stuff leads to uniform commercial code, but anything under that, you always see in this chapter. Well, in this chapter, this means this. In this chapter, this means this. Well, A, B, C, and D in subsection A, 1, 2, blah, blah, blah. And in this chapter, when you see the word chapter, this is what you're actually being told, right? It's a congregation of ecclesiastical persons in a cathedral church consisting of canons or prebendaries, right? Prebendaries, whereas the dean is the head, all subordinate to the bishop, to whom they act as assistants in matters relating to the church, for the better ordering and disposing of things thereof, and the confirmation, of such leases of the tempor. I'm not gonna pretend I know what that word is. Temporality and offices relating to the bishop bishopric as the bishop shall make from time to time, and they are termed capitulum. That's a Latin word, as a kind of head, instituted not only to assist the bishop in manner aforesaid, but also anciently to rule and govern the diocese in the time of the Vatican. Think about that. I know I kind of stumbled all over it and driving. You know, look up prebendaries. That's Preben Aries, right? Prebendaries, right? This is what the word chapter means. That's why I told y'all. Who brought this book over here? Wasn't over here. You know, that's fact. And all this law comes with it. Well, you look at the book over there. Rome, Catholic Church, right? We already know the United States is still tied to the Church of England, right? Still tied to this day, the Church of England, this corporation. Ran through churches and what? Universities, charters. I already showed y'all this. They use charters. It's pretty funny that them words kind of sound alike, charters and chapters, right? Because with charters, you have chapters within the charter. You know, you form states, then you have charters. You know, this is what the United States Center ain't nothing different. That's why there's no government buildings with a Jesus Christ cross on it anywhere. Ain't none. Jesus Christ is in that damn book and all outside of the state. That's why they say the separation of church and state. People say there's no separation. Yeah, there's separation in church and state. What do you think? What do you think they running? You know? This is what we under, man. We got rulers. Ain't nothing changed. Zero change. We just, you know. We just slaves without chains. You know, whatever this brief time period was that they gave us, who knows? But guess what? They trying to bring the chains back. You know, this is some kind of, I don't know. Like I told you, all this stuff going on. Pay attention to it, man. Because these migrations have been happening all over the world. You know, they've been flooding people to different areas where they want them to be. There's a reason why they want those people to be here. There's a reason why they flooded people into Israel. There's a reason why they flood people into Poland, all these other places. There's a reason why they're cleansing out damn Ethiopia. There's a reason why there's shit going on in other countries that we don't even have a clue what's going on. You know? We think you know, diving in and figuring out what's going on in the world. No, hell no. Fuck, the whole goddamn truth community was talking about goddamn the Grammys still in 2024. Who gives a shit? I don't care if Satan walked out himself. Who cares at this point? You know, like, who cares? I don't care how many signs they throw up, what they do at the Grammys. Who cares? Shit. You know? They on there calling y'all conspiracy. The whole thing was for conspiracy theorists. Like, they're trolling you. That's crazy when you got they're trolling you. Like, what? That means stop talking about the shit. Who cares? Do something about it. How about that? Blows my mind. You know? So these are the things that I be trying to, you know, teach people, you know. Because I mean, what else is there to do? I mean, this is the ultimate enslavement to it, and they're doing it in front of us. Everything that they've done have all been done by using paper. They've been doing it. They ran 4 years of Mr. 19 all on paper. You know, it's on paper. You got a choice. Just like I got a choice to get these people out of here with a piece of paper. You know, that's why I tell people that go to these stupid board meetings. Like, listen to what they say before and after. There's a legal document somewhere. You're not challenging it. I know you're dead in the world, so your voice don't matter. That's why they gave you 3 minutes. You know, how long do they say you can hold your breath before you pass out and die, or somebody suffocate you? About 3 minutes. You're clinically dead if you can't get no air. They give you 2 to 3 minutes. After that, you can't speak. It's crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. We walk around here as dead people to the government, thinking that they care about us. They care about us, but we're dead. What's the reason you can't talk in court? And I'll play stupid one day. Why we can't talk in court? Why we can't? And then say this is because I'm considered dead. Is it because I'm a corporate fiction? You can't talk to a real human being. So I gotta sign my estate over and sign myself over and give up, you know, guardian have a guardianship which works for you. That's the way you can do it because a lawyer now is taking over my affairs. You know, is that what it is? You know, it's crazy, man. Got to get an attorney, and if you don't get one will be appointed to you. Why do they do that? Why do they do all that when they're all attorneys anyway? And that's a whole nother thing. This whole thing is done by law, canon, right? They did it all with law. Every president, you know, mostly, except for the whatever this dude is, he's got a team of lawyers, but everybody's been a lawyer. There's always an attorney. They're literally all attorneys everywhere you go, everywhere you look. Every judge, everybody's a lawyer. You know, they've been running this game for a long time, man. They've been playing chess while we've been playing checkers. See how that worked out? See, you know. So that's what we living under, guys. In case anybody hasn't noticed, you know. Just like I was talking about this whole illegals thing, and the whole word illegal itself, you know. Illegal doesn't mean wrong. They have all this stuff illegal in the United States, and then the dumb, I can't even call them Americans anymore. Like, the dumb Americans will say, that's illegal, you can't do that. That's illegal. But it's not illegal. It ain't illegal. People have been brainwashed so far that, oh, that's illegal. You can't do that. You know, it's just there's a reason why everything is in the forefront right now because people have the ability to see and people are questioning, many different things. And there's a lot of people that are, on this law stuff, and it's creating a real problem. And there's a reason why they want to flip the game over and reset it. You know, there's a reason why they want to do that. You know, but hold on, let me look up this one thing. All right. Okay, yeah, that was the word. That's what I wanted to show you. So I just showed y'all that chapter. All right, when you're reading anything to do with the law, just go in anything, look up anything outside of a uniform commercial code, and it'll say in this chapter, A, B, and C means this. So they're telling you, like I said, you are, um, you're considered, all right. Whatever they label you doesn't matter. You're considered a part of basically a church or a diocese, right? And you know, the rules are consistent of actual canons because all law comes from canon law. This is how you know all this shit is 100% what they're doing, right? This ain't we're in modern ancient times at the same time. Nothing's changed, you know. Um, and hold on, let me get this word. Show you all this. All right. I just tell anybody, jot this stuff down. Jot this stuff down, and look at that car was going fast. Jot this stuff down, and yeah, he about to go pull that car over. Jot this stuff down, and look him up. You know. Yeah, that dude's about to get pulled over. Cop about to pull that car over. Definitely gonna pull him over. I'm just watching a truck just passed me, and then I passing a cop, and the cop pulled out. He's riding up his ass right now. So yep, there he goes. He got him. I was doing 70, so he had to be doing about 75. So yeah. Speaking of speaking of what we're dealing with, again, I'm doing 70. He's doing about 75. And there they go, the pirates. They're out. You know. If anybody, I mean, I get it, guys, but I do get it. You know, safety. I mean, I get all that, but this ain't what they doing, man. Like, you know, and I mean, I get it, but I was gonna say this earlier. It's like, I mean, I don't know. People are so fucked up. They just think that, hey, they just need rulers, and everyone else needs a ruler, and they need to be, people worried about everybody what else is doing. And if this happens, and this happens over here, and then yeah, if the fucking tree fell in the forest, who hears it? You know, One minute we're living in illusion. Next minute somebody's telling me, oh, but if we didn't have this in place, and this will that way. You just said it was a fucking illusion. What are we talking about here? You know. But anyways, that's the shit that I mean. It's just you know, you got countries where there's no fucking speed limit, and they manage to do it. So there's that. They managed to do it with, I mean, literally, your ass better be over in the other lane because there's going to be some Ferraris and some Lambos, some GTRs, some Bentleys, some road just skeeting by doing 200 miles an hour. Just is what it is. They managed to do it, you know. So, we in America, we're a bunch of babies. They have to be told to do everything, and it got to be a sign everywhere. And if the sign's not there, people don't even know what to do. And if the sign is there and somebody doesn't follow, you better believe they don't need the cops because you're going to have somebody tell them, that's illegal. You can't do that. It's illegal to do. Not realizing, bitch, it ain't wrong. Get the fuck out my face. You tell somebody, whoa, whoa, you're scary. Yeah, legal doesn't mean wrong. Just because some people in some suits said, "Oh, that's illegal," it's not wrong. Don't mean it's wrong. Shit, there's some stuff that's morally right that's illegal. I mean, most of the stuff that's morally right is illegal. Ain't that crazy? You know, it's because we let it get that far. Sorry, guys, I'm not reading the comments on the but I'll try to check some comments out in a second. Reading, comments, watching my speed, looking for cops. you know, all kinds of multitasking. I got it on autopilot. Got the brain on autopilot. But anyways, show you all this real quick. I'm gonna do more on this because this is stuff that people should know. Not should know, but should learn because now the one thing that I read to y'all had the word prebendables in it, and that was chapter, right? When you see the word chapter in law, know what you're under. Plain and simple, simple and plain. But it has the word prebendables in it. Prebend. In English ecclesiastical law, right? This is stuff we're in. They don't teach us this stuff, right? A, a stipend granted in cathedral churches. Also, um, heard improperly, a prebendery. A simple prebend is merely a revenue. A prebend with dignity has some jurisdiction attached to it. The term prebend is generally confounded with canon site, but there is a difference between them. The former is the stipend granted to ecclesiastics in considerations of his officiating and serving in the church, whereas his canon site is a mere title or spiritual quality which may exist independently of any stipend. All right. So prebend. These are basically what it is saying is it is it's a jurisdiction that is attached to it. So in a chapter, if you're looking at a law book, right? And try to just make shit simple without all these big ass words. If you go just look the main word up, you're like, damn, this motherfucker, he was right. So chapter and how this just explained it, that it's basically a revenue, right? And it's jurisdiction. It's always attached to it. So think about it. In these chapters, they're always trying to gain jurisdiction. So they're getting jurisdiction over you, right? And the whole point is they need to generate some goddamn revenue. It's simple. They ain't even got nothing to do with doing anything wrong. And this is another thing that people don't realize is, okay, my wife is from Taiwan. They do shit different there. Okay. Say somebody gets to argue, they whoop each other's ass. They don't go to fucking jail. You know, they don't. It's not like America. They don't go to jail like that, right? What they do is like anything, like accidents, certain different things. And I'm not talking about like real crimes, but I'm talking about shit that they do to us here. They don't do over there when there's a victim. When there's a victim, the government isn't in there reaping all the benefits. See how this is supposed to work, guys? It's simple. I'm driving down. Okay, just say, all right, I just arguing with somebody. I punched a motherfucker in the face, knocked his ass clean the fuck out. Yeah, okay, they're gonna come. Police gonna come. Oh, what happened? What happened? Yes, there's gonna be some, charges, whatever. It's gonna happen. Okay, you got to go down and get processed, all that stuff, but you ain't going to jail. Now, what happens is, okay, you have an opportunity, and the family or the victims, whoever it is, has an opportunity to settle it monetary. And that's when the courts step in and they, hey, you you knocked me out. I want $150,000 for the A, B, C, D, and E. Okay. And it's either, this is why people don't get in trouble because it's money attached to it. If you knew your pockets was gonna get hurt because you about to do some old dumb shit, you're probably not gonna do it. This is why crime rates be low in certain places. This is all this shit been hidden. You start looking up other country laws, and you look up what this country and these psychopathic lawyers have done to us. It'll blow your fucking mind, man. It will blow your mind. And yes, I did look into it, and yes, I'm like, damn. And if you think about it, not think about it. This is exactly what the United States does, but the government reaps in all the benefit from the people. This is why you see restitution in cases, right? Oh, right after government gets all their money, they send you to jail, they rake in more money because they got all these different things attached to you, bonds and all this other crazy, wicked, crazy shit that you can get on your own and settle all this shit. That's a whole nother story. But this is what they do. Okay, I got into a fight, boom, I knock somebody out, I go to jail, I get all these charges, whatever. And the person's knocked the fuck out. He gets up, we go to court, I get a restraining order, and that's it. Done. Right? That's it. Go ahead and look up some of them case laws where somebody punched a rich person and see what happens. Not only did the person, a rich person was the other end, was the one that has to pay. Guess what happens? The lawyers step in. They look at, well, this motherfucker, damn, this dude got hit by a millionaire. Well, now, all right, well, we need to sue him civilly. Now they got a civil suit for damages. You see, this is what they've been doing to us, man. They've been double dipping, triple dipping, all kind of crazy shit, right? If Ray and Raekwon get into a fight, don't nobody do nothing for them. But let one of them be a millionaire, there's gonna be a civil case, which it's all civil any damn way, you know. It's civil. Corporal punishment, it is what it is. Go look up the case laws on corporal punishment, right? They already know human beings are going to have disagreements. That's just nature. The people are going to fight with each other. You know, there's a difference between capital crime, murder, and all that, trying to kill somebody. I'm talking about like just argument, got heated up, fight broke out. You know, you got to pay for what you do. But like I said, you know, this government has did it in a way to where they reap all the benefits. You know, and then this just makes it a repeated action because there's no accountability. Well, jail, people will go to jail. People get probation. But yeah, but if you got to pay $50,000 or something, now people are thinking like, damn, they could levy my properties and take this. People thinking about doing dumb shit. See, it is what it is, man. And this is what they do, man. You know. This is exactly what they do. They reap in it all. And you can look at it like, damn, well, why is there a civil? You ever see a civil case? There's somebody that got some money somewhere that's a victim that done hurt a victim. So they going after the money. That's supposed to go to the actual victim, not the government, not the lawyers. You know, yeah, lawyer paid, okay. But you got to remember when that gets into court, they putting in bonds because remember you're a dead person anyway. They doing all kind of crazy shit you don't even know about, man. It's blow your mind if they knew it, if you knew what they had on you. You know, all the way down to your death certificate, from birth certificate to death certificate. The reason why you getting it, you know, there's a whole another one. Healthcare is free, guys. I don't know why. I don't understand how people don't know that healthcare is free. And I mean, it's free healthcare in America. It's free. FREE. People play themselves by all this other stuff, thinking that they got to pay and do all this other. It's fucking free. The government provides it for you. I got to do a video on that and show you where they say it. There is, if you can go, your hospital cannot refuse anybody. That tells you that it's free. Your doctor is where they make all the money at, and the doctors don't even do shit. The doctor's just like a inspection station. They don't fix nothing. They just inspect. That's all they are, an inspection station. You know, and they push their big pharma drugs on your ass. You know, healthcare is free. Damn, I tell people that all the time. They don't understand what I'm talking about. You could even get the damn free healthcare card. Go to the emergency room, tell them I ain't got nothing. You know, they gonna give it to you automatically. You know, I did that shit my damn self one time. Years ago, I was like, man, shit, am I going the right way? Next thing you know, we're getting like 9 fucking health cards in the damn in the in the that Obamacare crap. 9 damn health cards in the damn mail for everybody, even the damn one year. I'm like, what the hell? You know, this is what they do, man. They got us in a in a world of shit, and nobody cares to get out. They don't care. You know, no, they don't. Nobody really cares about this stuff. It's too hard. It's too much. You know, it is. I'm gonna tell you, it is a lot. It is a lot. It's definitely a lot. But anyways, man, what's good, everybody? I know it's late, and yeah, shout out to all you guys, Laz, Mad Catter, Goblin, Cuts, uh, One Earthy and Heart. This is the way. I mean, this is the thing, man. Like we do need action, but we need action with people with knowledge, man. You know, and that think about it. What have they kept us away from so long? That's why you know you're a slave. Remember the slaves couldn't read? Ain't nothing different. Motherfucking slaves couldn't read. What do you think we could read? We can't read. We can't read this law stuff. I know 0.001% of the law. That's how big it is. That's it. I don't know anything of it. They didn't teach us to read, man. We slaves. Remember? They didn't teach the slaves if they don't want smart slaves. They still don't got smart slaves, guys. Look around you. It's 2024, man. And society is dumber than ever. You know, sure we can do other things, but not their game. We dumb. We haven't figured it out yet. We're dumb. Me too. I'm dumb. I need help with a lot of stuff. You know. That's how you know it's 100% slavery, man. And right now it's a new slave trade going on, and they're changing the whole system up yet again because it's been changed up bad times already in the past. And what do? They war, eliminate people, disease, same shit, different toilet. Move people, shuffle people around, move people. Remember World War? Where they put? Well, a lot of people came to America. You know, there was a Silk Road before. Shuffling people around is what they do. You know, and then we're always confused. Look back at their history. Look back. People like, damn, or the history that is out there. And that's why another important thing is look where you came from. You know, no matter what color you are, look back. Try to find how far back or where your peoples come from, because that's where the truth lies. You know, we still live, guys. Give me a thumbs up. I'm drawing a blank. Because to be honest, man, if we weren't illiterate in what they know, then you probably wouldn't be sitting in the positions we are. We might be doing some damage. You know, stuff that we see going on probably wouldn't be going on. All right, thanks. So I gotta do a quick stop. Oh, boom! I said I gotta stop. My gas range says 333, and it's 39 degrees. But I'll try this. So yeah, shout out to all you guys again. I know it's late. Damn, it's almost 1 o'clock. Um, yeah, just like I said, I'm gonna come on here and just chop it up, talk about some things. The power in words. People always talk the power in numbers, man. Shit, numbers, my ass. You know, again, they didn't teach us none of this stuff. Imagine if they taught us this stuff in school. Man, it's crazy, man. It's obvious what they've done to us, man. You don't learn this shit, and you don't learn this at all. And then when you get to, you know, they got that covered. They like, yo, we're gonna teach them stupid law. I call it dumb law. The ones that the order follower law. They don't really know nothing about, constitutional law. They don't know nothing about common law. They don't know nothing about, anything. They just know legal process. You know, people paying thousands of dollars for legal process lawyers. Like, what a joke that is. You know, I've literally talk to some younger, public defenders, and they're like, "How do you know this?" I'm like, "Bitch, you the lawyer? What do you mean? You the goddamn lawyer? You should know this." It got, it used to come in when I was in family court in the earlier days, and I was learning this shit. Then I'd get a lawyer, have them try to, they try to. I'm like, wait a minute, are you about to give me their paperwork as an affidavit to fill out? Man, get your ass out of here. You know. So I know, guys, it's the boring stuff, man. It's like going to that one class that you don't really, care about. This is the most important shit in our existence. You know, it's how we know what's been done to us. It's how we know, how to avoid certain things. Is the shit that they didn't teach us. You know, they had dictionaries in school. They didn't have a law dictionary. We weren't told that. Goddamn, fucking word ain't got nothing to do with what you taught us. We learned the word with, will. Didn't realize will meant dead. You know, after death. We learned all these damn words. We learned child and children in school and parents and mother and father and shit. And and it's another thing that I try to tell people, they don't believe me. You know, we speak in commercial terms. This is another thing is when you study another language, like I study Chinese, so I start to learn some things, and I'm like, yeah. And one thing is tissue. You know, it ain't fucking toilet paper, paper towels, napkins, and wipes. It's just fucking tissue. That's all. All those terms are commercial terms, guys. Start looking some words up with a legal definition. Blow your mind. You be like, damn. Yeah, we're speaking commercial. Ain't that crazy? Uh we're speaking commercially to each other. And wonder why everything's so messed up. You know? Our English is like commercial, meaning commerce. We're talking commerce. We still live because I got zeros on here. Let me know if we're still good. All right, Josh, thanks. So yeah, we're actually speaking, commercial terms to each other. Don't even know it. Wonder why we're so messed up. Because like if you're learning English from a perspective, like over in their country, when they learn English, they learn old English. They learn proper English. It's so proper. It's like words we don't even fucking use them. I'm like, yeah, I don't even know that word. Or I don't even know that phrase because that's what they learn. They learn the proper way, and they don't. It's like we've been so disconnected, and it's like it's go these layers go from spiritual to physical to psychological back to spiritual, meaning that's how far off balance we are because it's been twisted and goes through us, and then we spit it out, and we're actually operating at a lower damn vibration, lower frequency, lower energy, whatever you want to call it. That's what we operate from. Look around. This is why America's so shallow. You know, no morals, no principles, no cares, no guidance, no empathy, no a lot of. We do, and there's a lot of people that do, but as a whole, there's not that people as a whole have a common thing to say that's not right. We can't do that. We don't take our 6 foot radius with us. You know, we should have a 6 foot radius with us at all times of our energy and frequency or whatever we're about. You know. And one thing she didn't understand is the garbage around. Like they don't have garbage. More people lives in this area than any city in America, and there's never not a fucking shred of garbage, not one piece. If somebody sees it, they pick it up. There's no fucking garbage anywhere. Zero. Nothing. It's like that in Japan too. I mean, look around this place. You know, I find myself having to pick up shit, clean shit. I can't do it. That's just be my life. You know, but imagine if everybody took their 360-degree radius, 6 feet radius everywhere they went. You know, good energy. Hi, hello, how you doing? You know, when you're crossing somebody, hold the door for somebody, or just passing by, or you go into us, you know, anywhere, and there's people around. Everyone's just standing there, not, you know. That didn't used to be the world, man. People just say, "Hey, how you doing, man? Oh, how's today, man? Did you hear about this? Hear about that?" Now people are scared to talk to each other. It's so messed up, man. So yeah, let me see. Good. Sorry, I'm not commenting. Yeah, don't worry about comment. It's late. Much because the rats will rat out the channel faster. And you, oh, that fucking shit. I'm so glad I just. Uh, yeah. But yeah. Uh, but this is where we're at, guys. All right. Give me one. See, Brad. Let me see where I'm at. So, what else is going on in the wonderful world of news? The border crap is ridiculous. You know, hopefully they don't have a January 6th on the border. But definitely is wild how they're propagating it. I'm gonna have to take a quick pause for a minute. Might be 2 to 3 minutes, maybe four. So just give me a moment in a minute. But yeah, guys. I mean, I don't know what is to come of what's coming, but you know, all I could do is, man, this doesn't look like the right exit. What the fuck? It says all these gas stations are down here. One of them exits where the gas station like 5 miles away from the damn fucking highway or something. Fucking kidding me? I'm gonna turn around. I hate this shit. Sorry, guys. Said it's a gas station, but the gas station's like fucking 10 miles away. Let me fucking kill me. Give me 1 second. I hate this. All right, guys, we're good. Yeah, I heard about that too. Zuckerberg in court getting his ass grilled for some child stuff, which is actually pretty interesting. I saw that, but it's all a shit charades. Like, I mean, this is how you know it's trash. One, Mark Zuckerberg's in court. This is how you know it's a show. Because, okay, in this guy has so much money, he don't even whatever. That's not even a. Is he even being prosecuted for anything? He don't have to show up. Like I never really looked into it, but I'm like, this motherfucker ain't even charged with anything. He ain't charged with shit. What he got? What is he doing? He could just he. I mean, there's a team of lawyers. Guy's got more, supposedly. We all know what time it is, but has more money than you could dream of. You know, he wouldn't need to show up. Lawyers would just show up, and the people who build the software, all that. Like he's in there. Like this shit's so stupid. I mean, I was like, wait a minute, what? But it's just interesting on what they're talking about. Like, okay, this fits into the entire agenda. That's why I look at it, I watch it, I'm like, okay, for one, it's Mark Zuckerberg's face. Like lawyers would be telling, look, shut the fuck up, don't say anything. We got this. Bring in all your tech experts and make them talk. Talk techie so they can't understand what the fuck you're talking about. That's how they deflect that stuff. If me and you was in there, that's exactly what they would be doing. They would be so damn well, what? Nobody would be asking any questions because nobody don't know nothing about that software or whatever's going on. It's just I was like, look at this crap. It was just interesting when they were talking about all this. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm getting deleted for nothing, but this stuff stays up there. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, this is just a part of the agenda where they want people to be into that, you know. Again, where this country is Catholic, under the, Rome, all that other stuff, playing with little boys, they like you knowing about that shit. They get off to that. They like that stuff, you know. So shit don't make no damn sense. I'm like, man, they have gone. That's the thing. They know the American people are so stupid that the majority fall for everything they're saying. The Trumpers and all these political people, they're just dumb as a box of goddamn rocks too because they're all buying into all this stuff too. You know, they're all buying into it. It's crazy. Check out what he did there. By the Queens. Talk about spirit. Yeah. Okay. Have a great night. All right. Peace, lads. I know it is 1 o'clock, so it's pretty late, but probably gonna get off here in a minute myself. In a little bit. I'll go a little longer, maybe to 2 or something. If anybody wants to join up, shit. Let's see. You can always join. Just say I want to join. And yeah. But I am looking for a gas station. That's not 100 miles off the road. Not all music is satanic. Or, no, I don't even say it's always something has a message. Like people can perceive it as satanic or TA. You know, some people think things are, you know, what is satanic? There you go. Some shit they created for you to be scared of. You know, boogeyman. They gave you a boogeyman to be scared of it. Meanwhile, they dropping jewels and all kind of stuff. All right. Perfect. Yeah. All right, guys, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna mute this. So give me a few minutes. All right. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to use the restroom. It gets slick. Let me know if I'm back. I just don't burn. Think you got it. Right. Let me know if I'm back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Thank you. So yeah, man. I don't know what to do. All I know is we've been playing for a long time, and you know, it's been a long time. There is dark in life for us. Yeah, definitely. And thanks for all you guys for joining in. It's late. I know it's super late. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. But I mean, if you even think about it, look back at you know, 2019, 2020. Everything they did live in front of us as lawyers, signing this, doing this order, doing that order, doing all these documents. How many orders did we, emergency orders, temporary emergency orders, 30-day? How much? I mean, I learned a lot of stuff during that time just by looking at what they were doing. You know, everything they did to where they had people in place where there wouldn't be any opposition and ignorance. I mean, some people did fight in certain areas and they had to retract and take away. I mean, it was actually pretty dope. But yeah, so they done did it. Yeah, light is what creates. Light is what brings about. Absolutely. That's why you have a white background and you create out of and put the darkness on a piece of paper. Because thought is light. So, 100%. That's what they don't want us to be thinking. Because we're light beings, electromagnetic. We can attract and we can keep away. You know, you can attract, you can deflect. If you're in the right frequency, you're not going to attract certain shit. If you're in the wrong frequency, you're going to attract certain shit. You know? So, but spring is coming. The mind will be, we're in the rebirth time right now. And the new year is coming. sun is returning, and every year is a progression. This system, this matrix teaches you to be stagnant, slow, no growth, clockwork, routine. It's terrible. Worst thing you could ever be in is a routine. You got to switch the path of it. Otherwise, you create a loop. You create a cosmic loop, and it don't work like that. I'm talking about like you got to change your thought process, not the physical, because nature works like that. You might see that animals do the same thing every day, but believe me, they're switching it up at some point. But never be in a routine. It'll create stagnant. Always got to switch it up, do something different, go a different way, sleep a different way. You know, always got to do something different. Think differently. You know, always. So this world is to keep you away from you, 100%. Why they got schools? Number one thing keeps you away from you. All the kids got to be the same. If not, little Johnny got ADD, and you got the other one accelerating in the class, which they really don't got ADD. They just don't. Their energy doesn't fit. It's crazy. So, I'll tell you what, change is coming. Change is coming. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's starting to wind down. Trump's, doing a lot of news and talking a lot of shit. 60% tariffs, execution drug dealers, digital IDs at the border. Doesn't make sense when you understand law, a little bit about the law. What this dude's saying makes no sense at all. Because you're not lying. It's gonna go after the illegal, right? And undocumented. See, the American people have been duped. All them people that's coming in, when they got a number, though they lie, they're all legal. They ain't getting sent back. I already told you, I broke it down in the video. But shout out to Kevin who was here earlier. He's gun ho about trying to get some designs removed out of a building that was there before the Nazi Party. I tell him, man, that ain't nothing to worry about. That don't mean that. Way too much to worry about. And man, that crap. But what else we got? Let me see what's ahead. I'll try to break these down in another video. Start doing more on shit that we deal with every day. Excuse me, sorry. Let's see. I forgot what I wanted to say. John B. Lovely space troll. What if this fiction is actually non-fiction? Right? I can't read us. We are co-creative. Can't read that combination. The phone on the windshield. Light threads to substance. Well, you know what? Sometimes when I'm in deep thought, I'm thinking like, man, what if, you know, what if this realm, you know, is gonna end and reset? You know, like it's just, you know, does the earth, you know, does the waters rise up and cover all the land that's built, and then the land that was covered, you know, reappear, and then all this land cleanses now for such amount of years, and a few humans survive. So I'd be thinking shit like that. And could we be old technology? And think about it, we are technology. Could we be like an old technology, and now the new technology is this type of robotic AI type, you know, shit? You know, makes you wonder, like, you know, is we like old technology? I'd be thinking about that, like our skin and veins and bones and hearts and brains. Is that like the old technology? You know, and it's just like, coming to a new technology, and I don't know. I was thinking that, like, sometimes I'd be in deep thought thinking like that. You know, are we like some old created technology? Because, you know, hey, we're beaming into these bodies. You know, we're streaming from somewhere else, just like we are streaming right now from this phone. You know, we're streaming from somewhere else, being beamed to our bodies. You know, we think we're here, but we like this like some serious VR shit. You know, so I be thinking like real deep sometimes. Like, man, what if our body, we're just like old technology, and now this is like this new species. And, you know, we evolved. You know, think about that. I've been thinking about that Neuralink and all that other shit. I'm like, no, motherfuckers might be trying to. I mean, maybe we Neuralinked from some other shit to be what we are, because we don't match nothing that's here on Earth except for a goddamn monkey and an ape. You know, maybe something created us. You know, and then Neuralinked us into this technological body, and boom, we just go into the next phase, and then we get loaded up to some type of machinery or some shit. You know, that we beam into, machine bodies or something. I don't know. I was thinking about that, like, man, it's start getting deep thought, man. You're like, oh, you know? So that's some things that I used to like, just be going deep thought, like, it don't look like nothing on this motherfucking earth. Every human being got a different face, such you're a twin, you know, and how we're created is like, there's mechanics involved with that. You know, some crazy, like, super things that we can't even still don't understand to this day. But you look at some of this technology, it's like, you know, makes you wonder. It's just like it's just gonna be a new body, you know, new body we go into. Whether it's some type of computer or, could we already be in a computer? We just in this thing that there's like meat and blood, and we're gonna go to like bolts and wires. I don't, it makes you like, it's pretty wild. Shit. Woke up the other day with I slept with my whole leg from like my waist to one side to my foot was like numb. Like I could literally chop it off with a saw and probably wouldn't have felt it. You know, it makes you wonder, like, damn, if I had to pick it up, it was like super heavy. It didn't feel like mine. Like, man, I could chop this bitch off. And then the feeling came right back after I got off of it. But it's like, man, it's crazy, like how you could be aware, but your leg, you can't feel nothing. Like literally, you can chop it off. And it's like, it's pretty crazy when you start to think about stuff. But yeah, back to the whole human thing. Like, no human looks alike. They got all these different shades and shit, colors. You know, weird, but that's just sci-fi thoughts. Uh, yeah, definitely think it's a dream. Another dream dimension, other dreams. To receive. Yeah, we all seen some crazy stuff in our sleep and dreams. And something going on. You know, we definitely leave our bodies wherever we go. We be gone. We come back into it. You know, you ever get caught in the middle? The only one that ever knew that got caught that knew what I used to talk about was Sons of Pete, where you like go into that first sleep and then like you're still awake but you're sleeping and then you can receive like all these different visions and like your eyelids turn into like a TV screen. You'd be like, yo, like what is that? Like it'd be like craziest stuff. I've seen some wild stuff. And then you just like you lose it and you wake up and you're like, dang, and then you blink your eyes real fast. You can still see the images like it was light, you know? That's another thing, like what lights up your dreams, you know? That's crazy. It's really crazy. Then you want to go deeper shit. We come from, we look at our human self, but shit, we forget we come from the microscopic world, you know? We come from a world we can't even see, you know? You think of an egg and a sperm cell, that's where we come from. And it's like we come from a world we can't see. That's why, well, our physical, then it gets into, well, that's just the physical. But when does our consciousness pop in? Because, you know, when does that happen? When the body reaches a certain thing, it is able to receive a consciousness and it just, and then, you're in there. So nobody remembers from, you know, I forgot how many, I don't know how many, nobody can remember being born. Nobody remembers being a week old, a month old, 2 months old, 3 months old, four. Nobody can remember that, you know. Even one, like who remembers being 1 years old? But nobody remember taking their first steps. When did we pop in? So it gets deep. Right. We can't remember. So when do we actually pop in and become conscious? You know, really go deep, deep into thinking. You know, they say, oh, you got soul contracts, spirit contracts. You're coming to this earth realm. You know, and when you wake up, you realize that family is frequency, not blood. It's like, okay, you know, we pop into a body, boom. Do we pop in or do we come in from birth? You know, how we know? You know, we're talking about forces that we don't understand. You know, were we there at birth? You know, or was just our physical body there? Or do we come in pieces? You never know, man. Shit might be, information. It should be like an iPhone. We got to get updates. We come in pieces. New software update. Where's it come from? I don't know where new software update comes from, but we got to update our phone. Is that how we work? You know, new updates come. So, well, I think I'm about to get ready to get up off here. It's good, good talks. Good talks. Shout out to John being Space Troll right about now. A little sleepy. So, I was already sleepy when I went live a little bit, so my eyes are already tired. Yeah, great talks. And, yeah, I'll be back soon and appreciate everybody that joined in and, watch this later. Shout out to all you guys. And, yeah, just stay up and pay attention. Keep receiving information, knowledge, wisdom, love, and health. I'll talk to y'all later.